Be May 28th. Underwater Systems Engineer. Basically a glorified plumber for billionaires who want to live in fish tanks. Social skills of a sea cucumber. Prefer the crushing pressure of the ocean to a 5-minute conversation with a human being. Apply for a maintenance contract at the Abyss. Experimental research station located 3,000 meters down in the Pacific Trench. Job description: monitor life support, fix leaks, ensure the structural integrity of the isolation pod. Duration 6 months. Pay obscene. Company only me's. Perfect JPG. Pack my bags, say goodbye to my cactus only friend, and fly to the extraction point. Board the submersible transport. Pilot gives me a weird look. You know you have a partner, right? Excuse MIMP3. Check the contract again. Tiny print at the bottom. Psychological well-being mandate requires dual occupancy for duration of stay. Internal screaming begins. Ask who it is. Dr. Alina Vance, marine biologist, specializes in bioluminescent communication. Great, a nerd. Probably quiet, focused, writes notes, ignores me. I can deal with that. Arrive at the station. It's a titanium sphere the size of a small apartment anchored to a thermal vent. Claustrophobia kicks in, but I suppress it with the thought of the paycheck. Airlock cycles. Step inside. Immediately hit by a wall of sound. Japanese city pop blasting at max volume. Clothes everywhere. There is a woman hanging upside down from the conduit pipes doing crunches. She drops down. 54 messy bun that defies physics. Oversized sweater, wearing socks with individual toes. Hi, I'm Alina, you must be the plumber. I correct her, systems engineer. She winks, right plumber, welcome to the tin can anon. She has a smudge of grease on her nose. She reaches out to shake my hand. Her hand is sticky. I hesitate. She grabs my hand anyway. We're gonna be besties. MFW, I realize I'm trapped in a metal ball with a golden retriever in human form for 6 months. Day 1. Establish boundaries. I take the lower bunk. I designate my workspace, the server rack corner. I tell her I require silence between 800 and 1200 for system diagnostics. Actually, just want to read manga on my tablet. She agrees, smiling way too much. 8:05. She starts humming. 8:10. Humming turns into beatboxing. 8:15. I stare at her. Sorry, it helps me think. The fish like the vibrations. The fish are outside, Alina, through 10 inches of reinforced glass. They can't hear you. They feel the vibes, anon, don't be a vibe killer. She goes back to her microscope. She has this little metal clicker toy on her desk. Looks like a heavily modified garage door opener or a Geiger counter. Every few minutes she picks it up, clicks it 3 times, listens, and puts it down. Click, click, click. Silent. Click, click, click. It's going to drive me insane. Ask her what it is. Oh, it's my lucky charm. My grandpa gave it to me, helps me focus. It looks like junk from a Radio Shack dumpster fire. Whatever, as long as it doesn't explode. Day 14. Routine is setting in. I fix the scrubbers, check the oxygen mix, cycle the water filters. She stares out the viewport for hours, talking to squids. Literally talking to them. Look at that one, anon, that's Gary. Gary is going through a divorce. It's a vampire squid, Alina. It doesn't have a lawyer. That's what he wants you to think. I try to stay annoyed. But she makes coffee. Really good coffee. Smuggled in a bag of premium beans instead of extra clothes. Priorities, plumber, priorities. We sit by the viewport eating rehydrated algae paste. She asks about my life. I give one-word answers. Family. No. Girlfriend. No. Hobbies. Fixing things. Dreams. Silence. She laughs like I told the funniest joke in the world. Spaghetti starts falling out of my pockets. Nobody ever laughs at my dry, antisocial remarks. They usually just walk away. She leans in. I bet you have a secret. You have tragic backstory written all over your forehead. I choke on my algae paste. No backstory, just like machines more than people. Machines make sense. If they break, you can fix them. People just break. Edgy, I know. She looks at me with those big eyes. Doesn't mock me. Machines don't hug you back though. Machines also don't steal the blankets. She throws a nutrient bar at my head. I catch it. Phil Goodman JPG. Day 30. The isolation is getting to us. We've run out of topics. We start making up games. Station golf. Using a wrench to hit a ball of foil into the waste disposal unit. She is surprisingly competitive. She cheats. Blatantly. Gravity fluctuations, anon, it's the thermal vents. Sure, Alina. Later that night. I wake up at 300. Hear a noise. It's the clicker. Click, click, click. I look over the edge of my bunk. She's sitting on the floor, huddled in a blanket, holding that stupid junk device against the hull of the station. She's wearing headphones connected to it. She looks terrified, not her usual bubbly self. Her face is pale, focused, intense. She's adjusting a dial with surgical precision. I pretend to be asleep. She whispers something into a voice recorder. Readings consistent, amplitude increasing. If calculation delta is correct, we don't have much time. My heart skips a beat. Is she a spy? Is the station failing? Is she hallucinating? Next morning, she's back to normal, singing K-pop while brushing her teeth. I ask her how she slept. Like a log dreamt I was a mermaid. Liar. I check the station logs. Everything is green, hull integrity 99%, oxygen levels optimal. What was she doing? Paranoia sets in. I decide to watch her closely. Day 45. The incident. I'm working on the main server rack, trying to update the firmware on the life support blindly. Alina is dancing around the small space. She trips over my tool bag, falls right into me. We both go down, tangle of limbs and cables. My face is buried in her hair. Smells like vanilla and ozone. She's on top of me. For a solid 10 seconds, neither of us moves. My brain blue screens. Critical error 4 of 4 social skills not found. She looks down at me. Face bright red. You have nice eyes, plumber. Yours heavy. Why am I like this? She scrambles off. Jerk. She hides in the bathroom for an hour. I sit there staring at the server rack. Heart rate is 120 BPM. Why is my heart rate 120 BPM? I fix the server. Later she comes out, holding the clicker again. She seems agitated. Anon, have you noticed any vibrations, like really low frequency? We're next to a thermal vent, Alina. The whole ocean is vibrating. No, not that, like a rhythmic thrumming, artificial. Station diagnostics are clean. You're getting cabin fever. She frowns, genuinely angry. I know what I hear. My grandpa's device doesn't lie. It's a toy, Alina, a placebo. She glares at me, storms off to her bunk. First time we've actually argued. The silence in the station is deafening. I hate it. I actually miss her talking about Gary the Squid. Day 52. The apology. I feel bad. I make her a cake. Crushed nutrient bars mixed with water and heated on the server exhaust vent. It looks like mud. I present it to her. Peace offering. She looks at it, smiles slowly. It looks disgusting. It is. She takes a bite. It's terrible, I love it. We eat the mud cakes. She pulls out the clicker. Anon, I need to tell you something about this. Suddenly, loud bang. The entire station lurches sideways. Alarms start screaming. Red lights flashing. Gravity shifts. We slide across the floor, slamming into the control console. My head hits the metal. Vision blurs. Alina is screaming my name. Anon, wake you, please. I shake it off. Status report flashing on the screens. Hull breach detected Sector 4. Battery array disconnected. Oxygen scrubbers offline. Internal temp dropping. We are running on emergency power. The station is tilting. We are sliding toward the abyss. The anchor cable snapped. What the hell was that? I yell over the sirens. Impact, she yells back, something hit us. I scramble to the controls. Diagnostics are a mess. Sensors are blind. Comms are dead. We need to re-engage the hydraulic clamps or we slide into the trench and implode, I shout. How do we do that? Manual override outside. Silent. One of us has to go out there. In a suit. In the dark. While the station is unstable. I look at her. She's trembling. But she grabs my arm. I'll go. No, you're a biologist. You stare at fish. I'm the engineer. I fix things. You're concussed. You're blading. I wipe my forehead, blood. I'm fine, get on the comms, guide me. I suit up. The pressure suit is heavy. Entering the airlock. Water floods in. Darkness. Cold. I step out onto the hull. Outside. It's a nightmare. Visibility is 0 except for my suit lights. The station is hanging off a precipice. One cable is snapped, whipping in the current. I magnetwalk along the hulls. My breath is fogging the visor. Anon, talk to me, Alina's voice in my ear, shaky. I'm at the clamp assembly, it's jammed debris. I see the problem. A massive rock slab dislodged by the vent has pinned the hydraulic arm. I need to leverage it off. I start pulling. Muscles screaming. It's not moving. Try the purge valve, she says. Release the pressure, it might loosen the grip. How do you know that? Just do it. I hit the purge valves. Hiss of gas. The rock shift. I push with everything I have. The clamp snaps shut. Station stabilizes. I cheer. Got it heading back. Suddenly, my suit HUD flickers. Warning battery criticals. Wait, I just charged this. Something is draining the power. A shadow moves above me. Massive. It's not a rock. It's not a whale. It's mechanical. A submersible black, no markings. It has a claw arm extended. It cut our cables. It wasn't an accident. Anon, I'm reading a massive signal spike. Get inside now. The black sub turns its lights on me. Blinding. It revs its thrusters. The turbulence knocks me off the hull. I'm floating. Tether snaps. Drifting away into the black. I yell tonight. I'm going to die. I'm going to die in the dark. Then, a sound. A rhythmic, piercing screech over the comms. Not static. It's a digital shriek. The black sub convulses. Its lights flicker and die. It goes dead in the waters, drifting away. Then the station's external grapple arm shoots out. Controlled remotely. It grabs my leg. Yanks me back. Rough. I slam into the airlock. Cycle. Water drains. Helmet off. I vomit seawater and bile. Alina is there, dragging me out of the suit. She's crying, but she's holding the clicker. The clicker is plugged into the main comms array via a mess of spliced wires. I look at the clicker. It's glowing blue. Complex holographic interface projecting from the toy. What is that? I gasped. She wipes her eyes. A switch flip. Her demeanor changes. Shoulders square. Voice drops an octave, no longer the bubbly girl. Military-grade acoustic dampener and frequency hijacker. Prototype, stolen. She looks at me. I'm not a biologist, Anons. The reveal. We are sitting on the floor, wrapped in emergency blankets, drinking warm waters. She explains, my name is Alina, but I'm not a doctor of biology. I'm a cryptographer and acoustic engineer for a defense contractor. The one that built the Black Sub. The one that hired the people who built the Black Sub. I found out they were using deep-sea research stations as cover for illegal mining and weapon testing. I stole the proof. The clicker. It's a data drive and a key. Mr. Squishy contains 4 terabytes of incriminating data and the acoustic override codes for their drone fleet. So you hid here. Best hiding spot on Earth, bottom of the ocean with a civilian witness. She looks at me, guilty. I used you, Anon. I needed a legit mission to get down here. I needed a partner who wouldn't ask questions. A beige wall, the profile said. I should be angry. I should be furious. I'm nearly dead because of her. But I look at the complex wiring she rigged up in seconds to save my life. She hacked a military sub with a toy and a radio tower. You fixed the comms. I turned the comms array into a directional EMP cannon using the acoustic feedback. It fried their guidance. I start laughing. Hysterical laughter. She looks worried. Venant, you're not a plumber, I wheeze. You're a super hacker. Tech ninja, technically. And you pretended to be a ditz, talking to squids. Gary is real, the squid part wasn't a lie, I like squids. I look at her. Messy hair. Grease on face, holding a piece of tech worth billions. And she saved me. She pulled me out of the void. So I say, calming down. We are stuck 3,000 meters down with a disabled enemy sub outside and no power. Actually, she taps the clicker. I sent a distress pulse on a secure channel before I fried them. The Navy is already on the way, ETA 4 hours. She looks down. I'm sorry I dragged you into this. I reach out, take her hand. It's still sticky, probably nutrient paste this time. You saved my life, we're even. She squeezes my hand. Does this mean you like me now? I tolerate you slightly more than the vacuum of space. She grins. The old Alina is back. I knew you loved me. The wait. 4 hours until rescue. We are freezing. Life support is bare minimum. We have to conserve body heat. Troops deployed huddle for warmth. We squeeze into the single bunk. She is small but radiates heat like a furnace. My back is against the wall, she is curled into my chest. It's awkward. My heart is doing the thing again. Venant, yes. When we get back, I'm probably going to jail or protective custody. Probably. Will you come visit? I hate prisons, too many people. She punches my chest lightly. I'll bring snacks. Then maybe. Silence for a while. Hey, Anons. What? You smell like seawater and fear. You smell like ozone and treason. Romantic. I rest my chin on top of her head. It feels alright. For the first time in my life, the silence isn't empty. It's comfortable. I realize something. I don't want to be a beige wall anymore. I want to see what happens next. The rescue. Loud thuds on the hull. Navy SEALs or something similar. They cut the hatch. We are hauled out. Decompression chamber. Debriefing rooms. Men in suits yelling. Alina is separated from me. I don't see her for weeks. I go back to my apartment. My cactus is dead. I stare at the wall. It's quiet. Perfectly quiet. Just like I always wanted. I hate it. I turn on the radio. Just static. I miss the clicking. I miss the humming. I miss the conspiracy theories about vampire squids. TFW, I realize I'm lonely. Not just alone. Lonely. It sucks. 6 months later, I'm working at a shipyard. Surface job safe boring. Fixing a crane. Hear a sound behind me. Click, click, click. I freeze. Turn around. She's standing there, wearing a trench coat and sunglasses indoors, looking like a bad spy movie extra. Hey, you. I climb down. Alina. She pulls down the sunglasses. It's Agent Vance now, but you can call me L. You're not in jail. They offered me a job. Turns out the government likes people who can hijack subs with garage door openers. She walks up to me, gets right in my personal space. I have a new mission. Oh God, no deep sea. No, it's a surface op, high stakes. What is it? I need a systems engineer, someone who can fix things when I inevitably break them, someone who doesn't ask questions, someone who makes terrible mud cakes. She holds out a file. Pay is double what you're making here. I look at the file. I look at her. She's smiling. That chaotic room-filling smile. I don't even look at the contract. Do I have to share a bunk? She winks. Mandatory proximity protocols are in effect. I say, loudly. But I'm smiling. Fine, but I get top bunk this time. A deal. She grabs my hand. Still sticky bubblegum. We walk out of the shipyard. She starts humming a K-pop song. I start humming the bass line. She looks at me shocked. Did you just? Shut up, Agent Vance. MFW life is good. MFW the spaghetti is finally cooked.